Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to episode number 31 of 10 Minute Kick-Ass Coaching, coming to you live from my house. Finally got in last night. I've been out of town all week, and I finally got a chance to get back here and get this episode put together. And I originally had another idea for the episode at one point, and I decided to change it. And it's something that's really been on my mind. It's really been something I've been thinking about for quite some time, and I just didn't know how to present it. And it kind of hit me yesterday with all the traffic, and it was kind of foggy coming back. And there were some lane restrictions, some accidents, some real reasons for people to be more cautious as they're driving, as I try to be myself. But I happen to notice something I see almost every single day when I'm on the road, especially in the Northeast, and you probably see this at other parts of the country and probably other parts of the world too as well. And it's simply this: pick a lane. What the hell does he mean by pick a lane? It's a really simple process. In the presentation actually I do for Service Without Excuses, it shows a picture of a highway split three different ways, which typical most highways are. If you're California, 6. If you're in New York City, you can have 6, 8, whatever the case is. Doesn't really matter. You have at least 3 lanes on a highway, typically. So to the left, you have a passing lane. In the cities, the middle lane is actually the slower lane, because people can pick to go to the right or left. And the right-hand side is for people to get off the exit, typically. Or they can drive slow, depending on what they want to do. But it is typically the right-hand lane is to get off the exit. Most exits are off to the right, with rare exception to it. Center is the normal cruising lane, and the left is the passing lane, okay? So what I happen to see is, if you're in a lane and you're doing rush hour, you're during peak times on a Friday evening when traffic is pretty crazy, everybody wants to get out, so traffic is pretty horrific, and that trip becomes 3 to 4 hours versus probably an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. It's now double. So big point of that is, as I'm driving down the road, I happen to see this, and it was like an epiphany. There's this whole bunch of traffic driving very, very slow. I'm in the right-hand lane because I'm going to try and hit the exit. And I know the people in the right-hand lane are probably going to take the exit too, but they're driving extremely slow, like really, really slow. So I don't understand what's going on here. You know the traffic patterns. I drive these traffic patterns all the time. You kind of can tell after a while where people are going to move, where they're not going to move. Long story short, I decided to go by. And I see these big gaps between the car. I see a car driving slow, then another car driving slow, another car driving slow, then a big gap, which probably you could park a semi in, another car driving slow, another one driving slower right in front of it. That person's from out of state, which is irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. Most people are out of state when they're commuting here. And they're sitting on their cell phone. You could tell they're not familiar with the roads, so they're driving very slow. But they're not familiar with the roads. They're driving in semi-hazardous conditions, and they're locked to the cell phone. They're literally, looking at the cell phone. My point of this is, in life, you have a decision to make. You can pick a lane. You can choose to go the passing lane and get there as quick and as efficiently as possible. The middle lane, which is the I don't know where I'm going lane, but I definitely don't know I'm passing anybody. Or the right-hand lane, which is the exit off. You need to make a decision which lane is best for you. Don't be stuck following the person that's from out of state, playing on their cell phone in mixed weather. You're following a person right down to a path of near destruction, just a bad place. You're following a person that obviously has no safety in regard of everybody else around them, and doesn't really seem to care or matter when or how they're going to get to their destination, because they're on their damn cell phone, not even paying attention to what's going on. You're following a person that has no idea what they're doing. And you're comfortably doing so by following the person that hasn't made a decision, doesn't know what they're doing, and they're jeopardizing your life, your time, your destiny, your future, and your opportunity by staying in a lane and screwing everybody else up. And everybody's very happy to follow that person without looking at it going, wait, something might not be right here. Yes, it's a little foggy. Yes, the conditions are pretty rough. But why is everybody driving this slow? And you just see a group of people that are very comfortable to follow the idiot in the front that has no idea what they're doing, doesn't seem to care what they're doing, and still drives slow and not anyway, and a group of people just following that person right off the rails. Make a decision. There's nothing wrong with being in that middle lane and coasting to make a decision. Not sure where you're going to go, but for damn sure you don't want to sit behind the idiot that has no idea where they're going, why they're doing it, and they're playing on their phone, which means they have no sense of direction, nothing else in the process. Lesson here, don't follow the idiots, because you're going to follow them right off the road or into the grass or into the gate or into something. Make sure you pick the lane that's best for you and you follow it. It doesn't matter what that lane is. But damn well don't follow the idiot that doesn't know what they're doing, because you're going to follow them to the same path, the same result, the same destination. So pick the lane that's best for you. If your lane happens to be an entrepreneur that wants to take off, or a person that works for somebody that really wants to go to the top of your game or potentially get into that amazing job, the people that are going to hire you are going to look for which lane you picked. They're going to be able to tell. Now, the lane is just a metaphor. But it really comes down to something. If you work for a company and you're an employee and you really are a superstar and you want to move up the ranks and you want more opportunities, simple. Get in the left-hand lane. Pass everybody. Take the risk. Take the option. Risk equals reward. It doesn't mean you're endangering yourselves. It means you're taking and making a conscientious decision to not be stuck behind the idiots that don't know what they're doing, and not behind the other people that are just comfortable enough to stay in the middle and play it safe. You're not going to get ahead playing it safe. It doesn't happen. Nobody's going to pay you more money. No customers are going to pay you more money. No clients are going to pay you more money. You're not going to get any more opportunities because you're playing it safe. You're definitely not going to get it if you follow the other person off the end of the road into the rails, because they don't want to know what they're doing, and there's a bunch of people very happy to follow that idiot. Pick the lane that works best for you. And if you want to get ahead and you want to have more opportunity in your life, more options, more potential, pick the left-hand lane. Left-hand lane is the passing lane. Stay in that lane. My fiance is always saying, just stay in the left-hand lane, Rob. That's your mentality. Because if you're going to get over, you're trying to be nice and polite and letting other people pass if they want to go even faster than you. And there are people that want to go faster than me. But at the end of the day, I have the same mindset of I want to get here as efficiently, properly, and safely as quick as possible. And that's what it comes down to, guys. Make a decision in your life which path and which lane you're going to take. There's 3 lanes in front of you for general observations. Pick out which one is going to get you the furthest. We know the one to the left is going to get you there the first, for the fastest and most efficient way, but you can make a decision, but clearly pick a lane. All right? That's today's episode of 10-Minute Kick-Ass Coaching. I really appreciate your time. A little bit of a rant here today, which I never really do, but it gets to the point. When you're dealing with your technicians, know which lane your technicians are in. When you're dealing with your customers, know which lane you have to be in order to influence and bring the greatest value and opportunity to them. Pick a lane. Do what's best for your growth and your mindset and your potential. Don't screw around. Time is of essence. You can't replace it. So why not maximize it the best you possibly can and pick the right lane and see what's going to give you the most opportunity and what's going to be the best for you, for your family, for your life. All right? Guys, thanks again. Episode number 31 of 10-Minute Kick-Ass Coaching. This one's, again, a little bit of a rant, but it gets to the point. And if you watch this video, watch it all the way through, and you know, you've already gotten all the way through if you've gotten to this point. So use it to steer your life, your goals, your mindset, and your future. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Episode number 31 of 10-Minute Kick-Ass Coaching, coming from my home back in New Jersey, where it's about to drop in temperature, and we'll get right back to what we were before. But I felt like a heat wave at 45 degrees this week, or 30 degrees this week. All right. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.